clips loading at the Mac 10. John man will walk them. Them not evil like me.
You people come back to The Fix in Trinidad. It's your boy Nar here with Ari. I don't have Guzman badness in the building. I got that wrong. Fuck that. Before we get into that, we have a big ups to our sponsors, IENT Digital Marketing. Their services include customer acquisition marketing, brand awareness marketing, lead generation, social media advertising, and content creation. And of course, they're kind enough to lend us their space. All right, so give thanks to them or big up them. You don't know, so you can hit them up at IENT_live. Follow them for all your content creation needs. This is also brought to you by
Trends and Deals. Follow them on Instagram at Trends and Deals.
There we go.
And Way Up Designs.
There we go. And Way Up Designs. There we go. I was just say people have Guzman badness in the building. Get it right that time, eh? All right, none other than Toppy Boss.
Everything cool. Assalamu alaikum, everybody.
Which is right. You are the first Trinidad artist that we're having a sit-down interview with. Met that distinction. Yeah. Well, yeah, give thanks.
Yeah, my blessing. Alhamdulillah.
So, you know, we have to get into your story and how you got into the music. For the people in Jamaica who probably watching this, how you got into music.
Easy. Oh, you want me to tell you?
Yeah.
It was about 7 to 8 years ago. At them time, it was a little beef between Rasta and Muslim. And their side came out with an artist named Rayvon, big up Rayvon anyways. And I actually know Rayvon, you know, so when I heard this style, he actually called my real name, and I was like, all right, cool. And dudes was like, yo, you should just try it. And I was like, all right, cool. Then President Day came along, bring out all of the guns. No, the tall up and the short one. Some cutlasses, some sharp ones, some grenades and C4 bombs. Boom. And that was like my first ever song. But I didn't used to put my name next to it because I was still working. I was working at like a bar or something. So
what was doing there?
I was bartending. I was at Zanzibar. So I still had a life pertaining aside from music. So I never used to put my name out. So I just used to put the song title, just not my name.
Oh, okay.
Because I used to travel and take the car and bus and stuff. And I didn't want them to put a face to the project. I was just kind of playing it safe.
It's safe to say you're not working at that bar anymore, right? Yeah.
Well,
but you've been back there and you hear your music play. How that feel?
Yeah, well, that bar actually helped me to save some money to build up my own studio, my own mic, my own laptop, my own condenser, audio, the basic stuff to start a studio. So kudos to Zanzibar to taking a little ghetto youth like me and to work as a bartender, train me. So
I want to get back though, because you said the reason why you got into music is because somebody from an opposing side call your name and your government name, you say.
He was like, yo, I saw him in tongue. He's like, yo, I go in and call your name. And I was like, serious? It's like, it was all music. It was never no animosity between me and that guy. Like literally, it was just cool.
So you and the artist was cool, but
yeah, me and Du was cool. You know, it's just his guys and my guys. It was done already war, so the music kind of intensify it a little bit.
So it's safe to say that your career was forged in beef.
Yeah, and basically, yeah.
I don't want to laugh because it's so weird. Like your first song is a diss song.
That was the first song. It gets so big when people start to keep parties. They was like, "Yo, what's up? You should try and come and perform it." People drawing to your likeness. I was like, all right, cool.
Yeah, so what was the reception though from the song, like the feedback that you got from
the Muslims? Love it. Yeah, the Muslims, of course, sure, the Muslims love it. Them time it wasn't no 6, it wasn't no 7, it wasn't none of that crap. It wasn't no numbers, it was just Muslim and Rasta.
Can you chronicle that I don't want to say beef, but the situation?
Nah, it was a heavy beef. That was like the most drastic turf war in Trinidad there was ever. You know?
You know when it started? Like, were you born into the war, or you did?
Yeah,
you know
it started. We're in 2023, right?
Yeah.
So it's like that war was like, it lasted like 14 years.
Wow.
Yeah, so all when I was teenager and stuff, that war was going on.
So you said Rasta and Muslim.
Rasta and Muslim, that's it. You know, it had no six. Six was Rasta.
Okay.
Before they took their parts and, you know.
Yeah, but you say it's turf war, so it's not based on religion. It's really like control an area. That's what you're saying?
It's basically everybody was cool, you know. We went to school. Everybody went to school because all the schools and programs is right around the area. I went to school with all the shooters from the BTAM, CLATs. It's just here we go on. You see, woman. I don't want to get too deep into it, but every action has a reaction, you know. So
when you say woman, all week.
Woman was the action to have a reaction.
Just let him get there. He must get in.
I'm like, how we.
That's as far as I'm gonna go, because there's politics in the streets. You know what I'm saying? It's bigger than me and you. So as far as I could speak, you know. So
understood.
Woman has a lot to do with it. No, don't think it's just, oh, I don't like you, just like that. Nah, we was all cool. It was all a mutual love. You know, it's. Right now it's cool. We go with them. Peace sign. Me and this dude signed peace and took it to the news, and it was, right now it's a ceasefire, which is good. You know, but back then, like my brother was saying, how I was forged into the music. It was like somebody had to do it, you know, like they just can't be dissing Muslims like that. That's, I don't know, I'm a man of principle, not the situation, you understand? So that was it, President Day, and Rayvon was like, yo, I didn't know you could do all that. I was like, yeah, I could.
The man who called your name.
Yeah. It's like, yo, I could. Then he came back with, them must Scooby-Doo Batman. I was like, that's a good one. It's like, all right, cool. Then I came back with, what did I came out with? Miggle the day, if you go feed them. Broad daylight, if you go feed them. That after that one, he didn't have nothing else. He tried his best to hold on, and after Rayvon came with the dreads, you know. Yeah, y'all know his name. I don't like to entertain those dudes because they don't entertain me. I'm just keeping it real, eh?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So after that came him, and he had backings. He had a lot of backings, so. He took off real fast, you know what I'm saying? And me and him got into a little 1 or 2 back and forth. And that's how it just keep,
Before we get any further into that, like, what I want to make clear is you always had a mind to get into music?
Not really.
Being drawn out,
Nah. I actually wanted to be a pilot.
Wow. What went wrong?
Wow.
Oh God, the environment does suck you in. You know, people that say like, yo, you have a choice. Nah, there's not much choices. You know, if they give us choices, we will make it happen. But there wasn't that much choices, you know. So,
but you were, from what you're saying, you were working at the bar, so there was always some intention to move.
I was actually I was about to say a producer. I was a supervisor at that. I came to be a supervisor, until the underground music started to get real big, and I was like, you know what? I can't work here no more. That incident on the work, I took full responsibility for it. What
incident?
Men came into the Zanzibar and kind of chased me upstairs into the workplace, and I took a little full responsibility for that. I was kind of like,
because of the music or something?
No, that was because of the music. That was because of the diss tracks I was sending. The traction I was getting, it led back to my work. So I was like, you know what? I just left, you know. Do
you regret leaving?
I mean, it was something I liked. I really liked bartending, and the people was cool. You meet other people, other ethnic groups alive, and you know, it was cool. You get to meet people and do things where you never did in the ghetto before. So that kind of drew me back, and really had to focus on music. Started to sell drugs or whatever, and, you know, just to keep afloat, you know, stay above troubled waters.
And but you said that the whole war situation was because of Muslim and Rasta. You're a Muslim. Can you speak about that? I remember the first time I spoke to you say Muslim is love, Islam is love.
Yeah, it's love.
Yeah, so can you just like share a little bit of your whole lifestyle, your religion?
I'm a Muslim like 8 going on 9 years now.
Okay, so you weren't born into Islam.
No, my sister was trying to get me into Islam when I was born because she was born Muslim. She was actually married to Abu Bakr, you know, R.I.P. Rest in peace. So when she was in the faith,
You guys have same parents, like mom, dad?
Yeah, when she was in the faith, I had just born. Literally just came to this whole new world. So she was like, you know what? We should ting him into Muslim. My dad was like, nah.
Wait, how old is your sister?
Yeah, I was like, how much older is she?
My sister is like, she's in her 40s.
And you're like 20 young?
Nah, I'm 30.
You're 30. Okay, 20 years. Oh, okay. Mm-hmm.
Wow, I wasn't even supposed to say that shit. Because people literally think I'm like 27, 25. But it's all good.
Just give himself.
30 is the new 20, I guess, you know, so.
Or the new 40, according to somebody's 20.
No, 30 is the new 20. Not 40, bro.
Wait, and I think I got that math wrong too.
Yeah, you said 20. Yeah. You're the worst. The people that.
Yeah, so, what was you talking about?
Yeah, the whole your sister, because your sister.
Oh, yeah. Then my father was like, nah, and I don't believe in that. Nah, you saying.
So your father is a Christian?
He was, I don't know what he was. He didn't believe in nothing but just smoking weed and making money, you know?
Yeah.
So my mom's, she had a little audacity. She was like, all right, cool, we'll go with the name. So that's how I came with the name Jamal Abdul Kareem Augustine. So the name stuck with me from small, thanks to my sister. And I started to get into the faith. Not just like that, not because I know man, not because I know gang, no peer pressure or anything like that. I got into the faith because I compared it to Christian, Catholic, Buddhism, everything, you know, and to me it just makes sense. I don't want to get too into it because y'all be like, oh damn, he's really but it just makes sense.
Yeah,
you know, and
you said it's love.
It's love, and people think the highly stereotypical way people think of it is like, oh, they don't believe in Jesus. Nah, we do. We acknowledge him. He was a prophet. He was a prophet, but he wasn't God. We don't know what God looked like, you know. So that's why we pray to the unseen.
Just Allah.
Allah in Arabic means the God, right? In English means God. In Arabic means Allah. Allah means the God.
So what I want to know though is how does your religion mesh with your image, your persona as an artist?
Yeah.
There's no clash. I want to know how that mesh.
Everybody, like I try to put it out there. I try to let my fans know like I'm a Muslim, and this is what I do. Certain things other artists would do, I wouldn't do. Like, you know, like if they would do that, I wouldn't do this. If they do this, I wouldn't do that. You know, I just try to keep it leverage. Like for instance, it's Ramadan, so I take a whole month off. No food, no drinks, no smoke. It's from 4 to 6. Get up 4 in the morning and stop eat by 4:54. You say your prayers. You get in tune with your soul and your God, and for 30 days you just stay off the media, no pictures, no nothing. Just everything is about God, you know. Just try to do the right thing, and then after that, you get blessings. You get like genuine blessings from your God. You see it. You see it. I could vouch for it. You see it. As Bravo. So, seeing my blessings.
Yeah,
over
like
the
can you
years.
share that? Because I mean, I'm assuming it's not just materialistic, but what some of the spiritual benefits that you've gotten. Like you know, there's a difference.
Like in what way? Like fasting or just or on the religion itself?
No, like what are some of the spiritual benefits of meditating, being an
okay, well, we all know God is a jealous God, right? So we have to be steadfast in prayer. If you're not steadfast, the things, okay, for instance, this is what you like, right? So you praying every day to keep this going. But you get so big this happened to me at once, and my career, right? You get so big, you forget like you're a Muslim, like you think you just get there just like that, like nah. So what God does, he takes it away from you for a brief moment, like yo, humble yourself. You didn't get there just like that, you know. I help you, you know. So you have to remember him for him to remember you.
We're gonna take a break.
Speaking of prayer, I want to say like
you've indicated that it's time for prayers.
Yeah.
So we're gonna respect you, yes.
Yeah.
So we're gonna take a break out of
right
this
now.
podcast.
Shows how serious thing, huh?
Yeah.
Allahu Samad, Lam Yulid, Walam Yulad, Walam Yakula, Hukufu Wanahad. Allahu Akbar. Sami Allah, Midan Hamidan. Allahu Akbar.
So you had to stop to pray. So can you just share a little bit too about Ramadan and what's the meaning of the I don't want to say holiday, but the period for you.
Yeah.
Time.
Well, Ramadan is okay. It was the last thing implemented into Islam. Like the last thing. It's for it's not just for the faith, right? It's for your body as well. It just detox your body. Any unwanted old cells does renew itself. It's a time for your sins to be forgiven. For any bad habits, we just call it nafs. So any bad habits, any nafs you have, like smoking, pornography, sex, or whatever, like this is the time to sustain yourself away from that and try your best, because it's not easy. It's a task, you know. So you could just try your best, and once God see you trying your best, he will literally help you. He does help you. So it's a kind of win-win for your body and your soul.
Yeah.
And it's a good time to pray for your loved ones.
Yeah. You pray like how many times a day? I know it's
5 times.
5 times a day.
Oh.
And when you're praying, I mean, you pray for different things, but you said for forgiveness and like breaking bad habits. Like this is a time where you fully meditate into God and God's word.
Yeah, you pray for others before you pray for yourself, because you already getting the blessings by just fasting. So you start with praying for your co-worker, your moms, or somebody might be ill or something. You know, you just pray for them and make some dua. That's what we call our personal prayers. You just call it dua.
Okay.
You know, you stay to yourself, or you could dua. You could say it anywhere. You could say it on the bus. You could say it on the car. You could say it while you're in the movies. You know, but during Ramadan, it's like 25,000 times more than just making a regular dua by yourself, saying a regular prayer to yourself. So that what I did there, you know, hopefully, inshallah, God accept it in the right way.
Yeah. How you feel after? Like, can you
feel light?
Yeah. Like not just light immediately after this prayer, but even just overall.
No, like people be like, yo, you're not hungry? Thing like, nah, yo, go on. You don't lose weight during Ramadan. You gain blessings, you gain knowledge, you gain knowledge. You don't. If somebody said they're losing weight during Ramadan, you're doing something wrong. You're not focused. You know, you're getting up in the morning and your intention's not right. You know, so you'll find your body malfunctioning, not the way it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
So,
and you said that you've been practicing Islam for
9 years.
9 years.
Yeah.
I mean, you said, and you've been, or you've indulged or subscribed to other religions before, but you find that Islam is the religion.
I was always a fan of Jesus, but I had my doubts. Like, that's not what he looked like.
True.
We don't know what this guy looked like.
You're referring to the white version, right?
I agree there.
Yeah, we don't. He could be Indian. He could be Chinese. We don't know. We don't know because we never sent him. You know, Allah sent him. He sent Moses. He sent Prophet Muhammad
and I realize that Christian and Islam, there is some sort of
very close,
because Ramadan is like Lent for Christians. Yeah,
it's very close, but they fast different though. They fast with water. When Jesus say, "Yo, give up everything you love in order to repent before your Lord," everything you love is food, drugs.
True.
Water. Water is the essence of life. You have to give that up. You can't even drink that.
Wow.
You know? So once you give that up, you know, more is going to come to you. You understand? So that's the difference between Christianity and a Muslim. Like they think Jesus is God. We don't think he's God. We don't know who's God. God is a spirit. He's unseen. So that's what we pray to. We pray to the unseen. And we worship, we acknowledge and worship Jesus Christ and Prophet Muhammad Rasulullah and Moses and so on and so on. There's a lot of prophets way before Jesus that came and showed signs and people just transgressed against it. You know, so he had to keep sending more. So the last prophet was Prophet Muhammad. You know, so even then we don't know what he looked like.
Wow.
Before you went on the prayer break, you were talking about how at one point you lost yourself in your image of gangster, and you know you kind of strayed away from Muslim. How you got yourself back in?
I ain't even gonna lie to you. Swear to God, I kind of like he's the man. Like you know who running Trinidad? Me. You know I'm the guy who paved the way for these little cats. I started to think like too big, like you know, like. My ego got too big, and I realized certain things what God took away from me, and it was really depressing. So I had to find myself, and
like what I'm took from?
It took a lot. It took a lot, like a lot. You might not see it because I smile to make it look good, you know. Never let the public see your dirty laundry, you know. So I smile. You might not feel like I'm losing anything, but I did. I did, you know.
And he paid for it in your spiritual.
Yeah. So
how you got back though? How you found your way?
Fasting. Give up everything.
So there was nobody that say, hey, like you're gone, you go off track, come back. No? It was just you recognizing.
My imam around our way. The imam is like equivalent to a pastor.
Okay. I was about to ask.
So he was like, don't forget where you come from, young boy. I was like, and he took me into the mosque. He was like, yo, you think you got here by yourself? I was like, nah. You know, and get a little emotional, you know, as tears pass, and I realized like, yo, I really didn't get here like this, because before when I was doing it, it was hard. You know, and then when I start to function and pray and think stuff was a little easier, I forget to pray, and, you know, stop getting certain bookings. Certain DJs was like, all of a sudden, like, yo, we need to stop the violence on the radio. And you have to set the trend. So I was like, you know what, this is real. You know, I need to like pull back out the drawing board and reconstruct this, you know. So I think this is the Ramadan for me to be focused, and stuff I used to do before, I'm not going to do it no more.
So is there an intention for you? I know, you know, everything is about purpose and intention, as you said. So is there anything that you want to gain after Ramadan? Like anything you want to set back on track?
It's really not up to me is up to Allah will.
True.
But I would love to gain back the peak I had. I ain't lying. I had a peak. I was at a peak. It was just tremendous. I would this Ramadan, I'm praying for that and sustainability. And
when you say peak, you mean like in your career, or
yeah. So I gain it back. So I ain't gonna tell you how I gain it back, but through prayers, you know, and for to be focused, and I always have to remember God, you know, because I ain't reach here by myself. So that's one of the things. Once I remember Him, He go remember me. If I walk to Him, He go run to me now. But you dig? So I had to keep walking, and to the point I might have to jog, you know, keep it up.
I'm hearing a bit of an accent. Like you spend time in the US.
Nah. I have a daughter in foreign though. A daughter in foreign. Okay. I know. People always ask for that.
Yeah. So it's just like true you listen well rap music, hip hop music.
Yeah, I listen a lot of rap music. Yeah.
You know, I think Naira asked you, well, I'm gonna ask you again too, but you know, you started out with beef, like your career actually started out by responding to a diss song Boyo. You know, and Trinidad, the whole Trinidad movement is kind of seeping violence, we can say. Most of it, not all, but most of it. But being a Muslim, as you said, you are, and I remember the conversation you said that Islam is love. Like, is there any conflict that you have between, you know, who you are as a person without, you know, and then Toppy Boss versus Toppy Boss, the artist who have to be into.
I think I know you're trying to ask me. Do I get any static from a Muslim community singing?
No, not necessarily, but like even just how you feel though, because you feel good like spreading the badness in some ways, but you know, Islam is love.
Oh yeah, okay. Okay. I didn't get this talent just like that. Obviously it was embedded in me. So the more like certain videos I would try to show them like I'm still Muslim. Besides, like if you look No Emotions, I shot that video. Everybody came out in jalabs. You know, it was a positive song.
Yeah.
See me day up on a journey. Now everybody's sweating on me. Bunch of fake love that is phony. So me keep the 9X closely. So me still being positive, still implementing a little badness into it. But no, listen, before in BC Muslims, their sunnahs was a sword. When I say sunnah, their protection was a sword.
Okay.
Right? There was a sword and horses. That's what the Muslim back in the day used to protect themselves.
Okay.
So that's why I was like, I'm not glorifying any guns or anything, but our protection these days in Trinidad in this time and right now is a car and a firearm. That's what we sunnahs. It have some Muslim that pray with a gun.
Wow.
Muslims used to pray with a sword.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it have some Muslims, bravo. No, these guys are serious men.
So you're saying there's no conflict really? It's really.
It's a like I say, it's a faith. Like if you slap me on this cheek, don't expect me to turn this cheek. Like, you know,
but the Prophet said to turn the other cheek. Jesus, the Prophet said turn the other cheek.
It's a point.
True.
You know?
True.
Just like when God sent Moses to talk to the Romans, and they keep denying him. They worship the calf. Don't worship the calf, worship God. And what God keep doing? Forgiving. So that's what it's all about. God is most merciful. So that's how I watch it.
Okay.
Some years ago, there was a peace treaty, a well-publicized peace treaty, it seems, with Rasta, Muslim youth, Swanee. But now it seems like that is out the window. Why? What happened?
I stuck to my word. You know, I never switched. I never went nowhere. I was always me. And that gets to people's skin like, oh, Toppy, I hate this guy. Okay, you don't have to love me, you know. You know, that's what make the world hate and love. So I kept my word. Those guys supposed to keep their word, but their friends, you know, I don't know who you're rolling with too. As you know, certain people wouldn't be in that predicament. I don't know who your friends is. You know, so once your friends turn against you and desert you, where you go run to? You go run to the other side, which is our side. And we welcome him. It's like, yo, it's no animosity, bro. It's peace, it's love. You know, but now, as it stands right now, there's a lot I could cuss.
Yeah.
There's a lot of foolery going wrong in Trinidad. It's not stable.
Foolery is a bad word in Trinidad.
No, it's Ramadan.
No, I was gonna say a lot of.
It's Ramadan.
I know.
It's Ramadan.
That's why I replaced it with foolery.
Yes.
Oh, you can't cuss it, bro.
No.
Yeah, I replaced it with foolery. I was like, oh wait, hold on, stop for a lot.
I'm about sacred.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's Ramadan.
But yeah, it's a whole heap of foolery going around.
Yeah, the
Like,
Trinidad shaky, man, you know. So yeah, some artists would come out of nowhere and you know and just think like this came just like that. No, bro. You know, certain people paved their way, rest their life when nobody wasn't putting guns in their video. We was putting guns, big guns, rifles, bro, like, and lying to the police when they come by your place. Like, nah, that was props. Oh, don't let me see you do it again. 2 weeks later, big gun in my video. Who paved, like, yo, like, people I don't understand. They have to pay dues. Yes, and if you don't pay your dues, there will be problems. And this young generation right now, that's the problem. They don't pay their dues, they don't respect nothing. So you will find yourself getting shot, getting shoot, and getting shot at. And no boy never shoot at me. Why? Cause I keep it real. Like everybody, all the killies know where I stand. You know, I don't switch. I keep it real. I keep it real. Who keep it real with me? You know, and one thing I do, see Trinidad, I see us place. It cannot be dissing gunmen. When I say gunmen, if I know you killing people for a job and your boss pay you for that, how am I supposed to take that upon myself to call your name? What you gonna do when you see me out there and killing is your job? That's why people give me my green light. Could go there, I could go here. Certain people can't even stay in the country. They have to be flying from country to country. Yeah, that's not a career.
So you know that means like you know the code, like you know the
I know the code. I know the code. The code is be yourself. Be an artist. If you're an artist, be an artist. Don't be a fool. Don't think you're a gunman, son. Don't do that. Because men will really see you and do you something, and whoever with you could suffer the wrath of the streets. You know? Wow. If you catch the heights where I go in, you cannot settle in your own country. I love Trinidad. Trinidad nicer. Trinidad is a lovely place.
But can't conquer.
Especially the woman. So how you expect me not to live here and keep skipping around the world? You know, that's just highly unorthodox to me. They say as a man, a principle, not the situation. They let the situation get ahead of them. They don't think. So they just act in the moment. So when real life hit you at your front step, at your doorstep, you're like, oh shit. Yeah, be an artist. Then Trinidad could be a better place. You know, it was at a point, the radio was like, we ain't playing no more Trinidad artists.
So we're hearing,
because y'all men too bad, man. Listen to the radio. Who is the only one artist they're playing up to this day? I don't like to press my own horn, you know. I don't even listen to the radio. But when you put it on, it's up in your center. There's like your top, you switch it up. Let me see what I switched it up.
Yeah.
I gave them no emotions because that's what artists do. Switch it up. I gave them Guzman body. Yeah, of course, badness boss, man. But you gotta switch it up. You gotta be an artist. You can't be a gunman. How you expect to get shows, bro?
So you're saying that most people are playing two sides. Most people are either trying to be artists and gunman.
Be yourself. Be yourself. Make your moms proud. You understand? Say a little prayers now and then. These dudes don't believe in nothing. This, knock it on this. Alright, cool. I sure when these guys see you out there, they're going to knock it on your head. And you're going to, come on, we learn from Rebel, bro. Rest in peace. We learn from K Lion. We learn from Brad. We learn from Chucky. Look how much, and Trinidad, I looking at like, yo, Trinidad not even walking yet. We still freaking creeping. And we so nonchalant to the point like, oh, we could do this, we could do that. No, you can't, bro.
So I mean, you know,
what I wanted to know was, you know, because the peace treaty was seen as such a pivotal point in uniting, you know, key players in Trinidad. has there been any efforts from yourself to try to, mend these things from the peace treaty, or you just
that
leave
was
it at
what
that
the peace treaty for?
Yeah.
To mend. I was there. I was one of the menders.
Yeah.
Dude was one of the menders.
But since you've seen that, things have broken down, like you just...
And it broken down again. So it's like, what was the point of the peace treaty? What was the point of CCC? What was the TV? What was TV6? CNC3? What was the point of them coming?
A lot of people asking, eh?
What was the point of them spending the time coming in the ghetto? They don't have to, because they already have a way that does look at we. You understand? Now we back to basically square one, where you dissing me, like, bro, how you could diss me? Like, you came from nowhere, bro. Like, you understand? Like, who are you? You understand? So what you expect from my soldiers when they see you out there? Stuck for a lot, but it's not gonna be good. Now you have problems with this side. You can barely get a booking in your own country. Much less for all day. People don't want to venue shoot up.
Wow.
I think this is a key element as to why Trinidad isn't progressing as how it should.
The badness, man. The artists need to leave this badness alone. This badness is bigger than us. You will die and it will have a next artist coming to fill your shoes. Don't feel your shoes can't get filled now. It could get filled. What you think, Rebel shoes ain't filled since he died? Plenty other artists came. They didn't live up to Rebel name, but they're walking in their shoes. It's easy. It's talent. It's talent all over the place. So if you put aside your feelings for this side and that side and really say, let me do music, you can make money. Yeah. Last place I came from was Barbados. Wow, that was last month before Ramadan. Barbados, I didn't even know I was so big in Barbados. I swear to God, they made me feel like Cartel over there. I was like, what?
I saw you post, you're Michael Jackson and Cartel. I was like,
yeah. I was like, you serious? I was like, damn, can I raise my paws? At that point on stage, I was like, I looked at my brother. I was like, yo, Max, you see this? He was like, bro, I didn't even know. Such as Grenada, Guyana, Bahamas. I think those are the 4 countries I've been on.
Yeah.
Guyana,
you've not been to
Grenada.
Jamaica though, but I see that you
I haven't been to Jamaica, but I have some fans over there in Jamaica.
Yeah,
collaborate with Jeff.
Good brethren, man. They have Jeff Fuliotto. That's a good soul.
Do you think, dancehall is, you're a dancehall artist, but in Trinidad, but Jamaica is the mecca of dancehall. Do you think that there's ever a time that Trinidad dancehall artists can be seen with the same level of respect as Jamaican dancehall artists, not just in Jamaica, but throughout the world?
There's levels to it too. Like Jamaica dancehall, like I say, is the mecca. That's like how Trinidad is the mecca, soca.
Yeah.
So they're watching us like their little brother. Like, I like what Trinidad doing. Put in the work. I messaged a certain artist. I was like, yo, bro, I would love to get this link with you. He was like, yo, bro, I love Trinidad, but go on, put in the work.
Tell me who.
I ain't gonna say the artist. But thank God.
I can't tell.
He was like, yo, go on, put in the artist, but make a link with my protege. And so he said that, and he really did link me with his protege. And we did a song, and it was like, what the hell? I really did a song with this guy.
Let's see, because I see you do songs, so let's figure it out.
So I was like literally flabbergasted. I was like, yo, big respect, bro. He's like, yo, go on, put in your work. That's his exact words. Go on, put in your work, youth. Me like you. But me I link you with my protege. I was like, what? Link it. So he linked it, and ever since then, from that link, I got other links, such as Jeff Fuliotto and some other stuff in stores lining up too. Don't really want to burst the egg before it's time, though,
True.
you know? So
Do you think that Trinidad can find its way into, you know, the conversation of Jamaican artists, dancehall artists?
I don't know. I think Trinidad can make it as a genre if certain artists take it very serious and leave the badness alone. You won't get shot at. No good people have to die around you. Yeah? Do music and respect your elders and everything will be good.
At any point in your musical journey, did you fear any of them things that to start? But being shot at, being killed, you know, even when Rebel 6.
Nah, I had it. The most time I was worried was during the Rasta Muslim war, you know. Them Rastas they ain't no joke, you know. I pretty sure they can say the same about we ain't no joke, because when they come, we came back hard too. You understand? Streetwise, but that was the only time I was worried. Like going to work and coming back in, it was literally anybody could get it. You know, so I thank God I survived that era in my life, and he gave me a second chance to do music. You know, alhamdulillah for that. All praises due to God is what alhamdulillah means. Because I seen your face. I seen your face. Like, oh my God, what does this mean? Alhamdulillah, all praises due to God.
Wow. In your view, do you think that the Trinidad music affects violence in the society in any way, as people might have it to say?
Dolce, back in 1990s, they didn't have Trinidad. They had soca. They had David Rudder. Marsha was a youth man. Yeah? So what make Dolce did all those things? What make the government hang him? What make them implement the hangman? Sure, it wasn't because of the music. And after that was it for Trinidad. They supposed to be hanged Dolce, and Trinidad went a landslide after that. Crime was just, here we go on, people, let's always find a legitimate excuse for a situation. When they're not looking at the principle, Trinidad been messed up. Just like how they try to say Jamaica, they miss the music. It's not no music. It had violence way before Cartel, Mofado. It had, it's trending. Violence that's how the place is. So for them to say, oh, Toppy, you're leading the youth astray. Me? No. Not me leading these youths astray. They have their own mind. Whoever they are wrong in the community, the heads, they hold this gun, that thing. You could talk to them. Yeah.
You see yourself as a role model?
I would like to. I hope I have an effect on these youths in a good way. You know, so hopefully when my demise come, they'll be like, yeah, Toppy was a good one. You know, even though I try to balance the hate and love, you know. Hopefully they can see through past like whatever confusion I have in the head, you know. Yeah.
I want to touch back though, because you said Nara asked the question if you think Trinidad is or contributes to the violence in society, but do you think it glorifies the violence in any way, shape, or form?
Violence in Trinidad is personal. It's not about music. It's not about music. It's personal stuff.
Okay.
It's personal stuff. Bravo is a big boss. I'm a big boss. He don't listen to Toppy Boss. He's our old school.
Iowa George.
He's our old school. I'm a old school.
New shit. He does.
No, that's is a point I'm trying to draw.
Yeah,
if he was a boss in the streets, Bravo, like the old school heads, them no listen to that. You know, so what persuade them to push that violence with the guys under them? Money. Money is the root of all evil, not music.
True.
Money. If everybody have money, nobody wouldn't even have the audacity or authority in their head to go and shoot. Because they don't want to lose this in the pocket. They don't want to lose the car. You know? So I think money makes you do some weird stuff.
And then again,
the love of money.
Yeah. Then again, one would have to question, why is it then that, you know, there had to be calls for a peace treaty if it's that, you know, the things and the images and the music wasn't having any effect on, you know, the youths, you know, a lot of which consume the content.
In Trinidad.
Yeah. So I said to people who said that, like, you do have influence on these youths. That even that's why a peace treaty had to be called, because they never wanted to, you know, explode any further and affect other people.
Good question. Just like I says, the first peace treaty was reflected on the war was really drastic. Like I tell you, it was really, really out of hand. So we had it to, the bosses, the higher heads took the music because they didn't want to show their face. So they was like, yo, you know what, Toppy, represent us now. I was like, all right, cool. Dude, represent us. So we meet, but in the midst of everything, the bosses was around in the middle, talking in the background, like, yo, shaking hands, like, you know. So I feel if we can have that perspective in this Trinidad, this current Trinidad right now, would a peace treaty would be valid? I think so, but people died. Like I say, people feelings is like I say, it's feelings, bro. It's very hard to explain, but if it had to be our next peace treaty, I wouldn't mind being involved. But it have to be ground rules. Like if you mess up, yeah, you're gone. Simple as that. Like, bro, don't cause no animosity within this music. Else, you're gone. I think that's what we was missing in the last peace treaty.
What was the rules then?
It had rules, you know, but it didn't have no strong guidelines.
Yeah.
But it didn't push it. So then you get new artists who think they could violate the tribe it had before, the things it had before, you know?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and then these youth who was 12 back then in the peace treaty is 18 now. So
Adults.
They were still with premature minds, you know? So, you know, everybody had to follow us, you know? So it's up to our artists too. I could easily say, yo, Meet Money Nelson's 6 Meet Money Nelson, 7 Meet Money Nelson. I went to the Beatam already when Peace did sign. If all of them know, bravo, you know. I've been there twice. Walk around the community. People were shocked, like, whoa, Toppy Boss on the Beatam? What? If you didn't know the Beatam, that's what.
Yeah, me know the Beatam.
We've been there one less time than you.
It is our place. Yeah. The environment is different, you know. And
we never got inside.
Yeah.
We were like
since I went inside,
yeah.
I feel it in my gut. You know, Gone is a very timid place. The poverty very vivid, you know. So they have it real. They have their own world down there.
Wow.
So I will always give them the respect as a community, because, yeah, like I said, I went down there and interact with the bosses, and they couldn't believe I was down there, you know.
You went by yourself?
Yeah, I did went by myself.
Wow. Yeah. I'm assuming that is the community that you have beef with, right? Like,
I went by myself.
Wow, okay.
I think it's on, I'm supposed to be on YouTube, you know. Yeah, Toppy Boss on the Beatam. Yeah, it was a sight before sore eyes.
What made you go?
Yeah, what
was the cause for you to go on?
The intention.
Yeah.
The boss down there wanted to see me, and plus it had them time it was campaigning. It was a campaign with Now, the party Now, and PNM and UNC, and I think Now did hire me to do something for them. A jingle. I can't remember the jingle I did for them, but they pay me very good. They pay me very well. And it was like, yo, how you think about going on the Beatam? I was like, then it was like, this involving money. I was like, okay. You know what? If I die,
money the root of all evil.
If I die,
your family's taken care of. I get that. Yeah.
You know, so I was like, you know what? I went, but they didn't show no face though. They didn't show no face. The kids was nice, and Yeah, they came out by us too. The artists didn't come by us.
Okay.
But the people who doing thing came out by us, and that was cool. And it's like that up to this day. You know, I could walk down on the back road and buy some doubles from the Beatum stand, and yeah, cool. I could go on St. Paul. You know, that's how I set myself to live. I just live good. I don't want a problem. We living too close.
Yeah.
Too close for problems, sis. Like literally, like it's a highway separating us. A bus shoot. That's literally a bus shoot.
Yeah. Yes. Because
So-
I think it's the other side. Right. So we've been there. So you're on the other side, and I'm
so-
getting the bearings now.
Yeah, I met Med's boss. I met Plumpy.
Yeah.
I met all those guys down there. I met the boss himself, Prezi. It was cool. They didn't show me no. I was second time I went down there. They was like, yo, Tuppy, you're crazy. You're just flat out crazy right now. I was like, you're coming with me? They're like, no.
No.
I want to say,
I'm not coming.
You're pushing it.
but
You're pushing it, Tuppy. I was like,
But I asked if it was Ramadan time, maybe the hungriness would affect your mind. Like, we don't know.
Was it thinking
Like you
straight?
say, you feel something in your stomach. You see this?
Was it thinking straight?
the second time was love though. Yeah. I went down, we did that song. I did that song with Bing Bang. It's Bing Bang? It's Bing Bang, right? Yeah, I did that song with Bing Bang. That's Lawless. Big up Lawless. I'm not, like I said, I could say these guys' name. I have no problem with these guys. You think? Yeah, I have no problem with these guys. And the song came out and it everybody was cool. I stood there till about 12 in the night. They dropped my back up the road. Dropped my back up Rock City, which part I from, and that's when I was like, all right, cool, this is real. So this is real. So when you have some now come artists say, and you're dissing these guys, bro, you just have to leave them alone and do your thing. Do your thing and don't study people. You know, you can reach out further in the music.
True.
Give thanks for taking time out to talk to us, especially during Ramadan, during this time. You're probably well hungry, so
Nah, I don't.
No, I
wouldn't.
want
If I hungry if I study it, but it's cool. That's our next half an hour again. I'm going and break my fast. So.
Okay.
So I was just asking you finally, just tell us what are you up to? I know that you have a song with Jeff Foley Auto. Is there any plans?
Me and Young Brother have some coming out. Some zest.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
saw
Yeah,
that.
we see your
He's
latest song, very
Yeah.
zesty.
Center, right?
Center, yeah. He actually, Young Brother, he was like, yo, Tay, I like that song. I was surprised to see it on his mix because Young Brother came from nothing, you know, so I could literally do a song with him. If you look on my page, I don't feature nobody. I don't ask for no future. That doesn't excite me. If a Jamaican relevant artist want that, yes, I will do it. You dig? But
them offer relevant.
But these artists down here not relevant, bro. They need to, just like when my idol tell me, go and put in the work, bro.
All right, we know.
They have to put in the work, you dig? So, big up Young Brother. Young Brother came from nothing. You understand? He was like, he came from nothing. I could tell you that. Bravo could remember when me, Bravo, and we was at Going Global. And brother was like, yo, sign me, please. I need to get on. I was like, yo, talk to Bravo. I don't know what transpired, but I was like, yo, I'm trying to get my link with Going Global. That's who I'm trying to link with. He was like, yo, well, link me. He's like, yo, he's about gunman thing. I was like, you know, and then two of us just surpassed that Going Global level. Bravo went along and did his thing. But brother, I get a bus in Trinidad and around the environment in the Caribbean. So that was kind of cool. So, you know, big up Young Brother. We have something coming. Very, very, very steamy. Yeah.
See you then.
Shaney too. We have our song coming with Shaney also.
Okay.
Yeah. Big up Sean Storm, big up Cartel. And that's it.
Yeah, we'll go.
He confirmed.
Yeah, confirmed. Where the people can follow you, bro? On the social media.
Instagram, Toppy Boss Official. TikTok, Toppy Boss Official. And I already have Facebook, dude, so you wouldn't really find me there. Yeah, Twitter, that's for Americans. I'm not that big to be on Twitter. I'm being real. If I tweet something, it might even get tweet back. So,
so you know, saying not really about that Twitter.
Yeah,
like, let's call
no.
retweets.
Yeah.
retweet,
Yeah,
retweet,
that's all. Give thanks for taking the time off for talking
man,
to us,
cool, man.
Appreciate it.
Alhamdulillah, everything was cool, yeah.
Yeah, man.
It's a pleasure to be in here, too.
And it was a pleasure having you. Thank you so much.
Alhamdulillah.
All right, people. I Toppy Boss of the Fix and we that.
Yeah.